I don't know. Is it any good? What do you think?
Nah, it's rubbish.
Docu-soaps have a habit of throwing up grotesque and colourful characters. Take Maureen from Driving School, for instance.
Whoa! Whoa! For Christ's sake!
She could have killed someone! Or what about that Lizzie Barsley from Wife Swap, a woman who looks like she could punch a train unconscious if she wanted to?
Don't give my husband permission to smear you new snooty move!
Generally speaking, the more hideous the person, the greater the level of fame the nation will eventually bestow on them. By which logic, it's worth placing a bet now on BBC Two's The Armstrongs having the Christmas #1.
10 years ago, John Armstrong met Anne, and it was an instant attraction. Joining forces in marriage and business, they set out to become multi-millionaires. Together, they've built UFIT, Coventry's third largest double glazing company.
You know how everyone has certain types of food that make them shudder and go, "Ugh." Well, if you take that feeling and magnify it by about 1,000, that's what the Armstrongs are like. For some reason I imagine the world starts to smell faintly of Scotch egg every time they walk into the room.
There was shit up the wall, at sort of shoulder level. How do you do that? I mean, I'm tall, but even I couldn't shit at that level.
Anne is a sexless, slightly chirpy frump who somehow, visually, sums up the year 1989.
I mean, let's be honest, we're not exactly stuck in the dark ages.
While John is a sort of Tolkien-esque new potato. He also looks like one of those troll dolls. Together, they treat the UFIT workforce with the sort of tact and charm normally associated with an aggravated burglary.
Fucking let him go, we don't need wankers like that, we got enough other ones.
Not that they don't try and treat their staff nicely. I mean, at Christmas, they threw them a party. And they got them all presents.
Look, that is going to be dangerous, because by the time we give that to somebody, it's going to be half defrosted.
Fuck 'em.
Yet, despite their best efforts, the workforce at UFIT are on a mental low ebb, so the Armstrongs decide to hire a motivational guru called Basil Meany, who looks like a cross between a vintage Radio 1 DJ and a haunted grandfather clock, and whose advice shines with a brilliant clarity.
You guys are on a pig's back right now, and if I were you, I would be milking it for every cent I could.
Sadly, Basil's advice doesn't impress everyone.
What that Basil was saying was a load of bullshit.
Before long, UFIT start losing staff at the same rate as the Titanic. Oh, sorry, all except this guy, Michael Handel, who, when he's not working at UFIT, is a World Othello champion.
Throughout my life, I've been pretty much defined by the board game Othello. I've got to ask for time off at some point so I can go and play in these World Championships.
Now, the Armstrongs is such a bizarre programme, there's been quite a bit of debate as to how real it actually is, and certainly some of the exchanges are so ludicrous, you think this has got to be scripted.
So if we increase our call rate, we've done what you've done without having to pay you. What was, and now what is, and is to tomorrow a new day? Yes, it is.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me.
And as for that episode where they went to France, I mean, God, come on, surely no one's that embarrassing.
Clip in all the way round.
Yeah, like I've always said, when you're abroad, continue speaking English, but just do it in the local accent. They always pick it up.
Aluminium roof, PVC, turnbuckle, cleat, bang, bang, bang.
It doesn't help that some of the shots look suspiciously staged. Thing is, if it's not real, it's a hell of an elaborate con. For one thing, UFIT is a real company, and furthermore, if you're checking out the backstory, a quick Google search throws up a site maintained by Michael, the weird Othello champion, on which he's written the following dramatic tribute to his favourite strategic board game.
Ah, what shall I say of Othello? This cauldron of revelling senses, this arena without mercy, without stain. The players shake hands. The clock is ticking. We dive into the clear blue opening sea, our destinies engraved within tiny black and white discs. Time slows, time stares, time shatters. The endgame erupts with a violent shower of crimson sparks. The game dies, heralding another breathless challenge. Othello, forever!
In the words of Richard Littlejohn, you couldn't make it up. I think the Armstrongs is real. But then my grip on reality has always been a bit lax, hasn't it, Marilyn?
Yes!
What?
Yes, it has!
What has?
Your grip on reality!
What's it been?
Lax!
I think I'm developing the thing that I ain't going to shit on nobody's head unless I have to. But when I do, it'll be from a very great height.
Well, that's it for our series of 3 pilots. Hope you enjoyed the show. I know some of you didn't.
Somebody called Charlie Broker, and apparently it's Charlie Broker's Screenwipes. It's been on Channel 4. Somebody half respectable has given this hack some airtime, and now he's got above his station. Bet you he doesn't record this. I bet you he doesn't see this come back at him. There he is, fairly talentless bloke, doesn't know very much. Can splice a programme together very roughly, and can poke fun thinking there's going to be no redress. Well, of course there isn't on his programme. You won't see me on there again saying to the world how rubbish he is. Of course you won't see that. Charlie, I'm offering you out 100 grand in the ring, you and me, mate. Come on. If you want to waste a half an hour of your life, which you will never get back again, Charlie Broker's Screenwipe BBC4. What a load of trash.